It is always a celebration here in the city of New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Superdome.
Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans Saints. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
Start this drive out on the ground. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Hardy. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And I think this is a Russell more as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space. It's just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short game.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
He goes once again right back to Hardy.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Now Jones.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
The tight end C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver.
But it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for Ridley on the out route. He's got him.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On 4th down, Jones. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking one drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they like, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Now the try here for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. He'll drop to throw. And this is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This one taken in by Olave. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the gun, he'll hand this off. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. That pass is caught by Hardy. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hardy.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And they'll run on the inside handoff to about the 33-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when this...
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you were not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your own territory. Look, I'm all for being unconventional. That part's cool, and I get it. But this deep, I just don't think it's the right time to make that call.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there is no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. You got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
And they're also just sit back, they're going to throw it over there.
Yeah, get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 15. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Saints are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now back to throw.
Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. And had the clutch overlooking behind it.
That was a career-long kick for the veteran Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think they had nickel. Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take the quarterback starting lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think
and he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Stopped short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Here's Kamara trying to run for it.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
The slot man in motion right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. To throw on second down, Mulligan. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Look at the former defensive back. Yeah, you're all smiles up here.
Oh, babe, I can hear my smile on that play.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Jones now to throw on third down. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And it's going to be a short field to work with after this one. It's touchdown at the 45-yard line. So it's halftime here in New Orleans with the Saints out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A short kick taken at the 18. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 36. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
And the Falcons are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line.
Jones to throw from his end zone. Open man is Uzama. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they work this out past the 25. They'll look to throw again. This is Smith to the ground. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st
first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get it up near midfield at 49 before being taken down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
Got that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. Final minute now of the third quarter. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends. Second down and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. It's Hardy. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
It's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag run. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On play action, they'll throw. He's got him in, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Odell Beckham with career touchdown number 75. And the Saints strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as
will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now Jones throwing on first down. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 30 on second down, Jones, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter maybe rather than yardage, and some they like to go for the big shot. No fear of risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get him the completion.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Operating from the gun, Jones. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Play after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he is is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
Second and 4 at the 20-yard line.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Hardy. His big game continues. 10 catches now, and another first down. Now a throw. And he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A running room for Kamara on first down as he takes us forward. It's a gain of 7 there on first down. 2nd and 3 coming up. Good gain there on first down and keeps him in a running situation.
Boy, they've been getting ran through face with tears of joy.
Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now, and they want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
This was a very close ball.